I want to introduce Masuma and Nichola, who from Rygaards International School in Denmark. They've already started to go out of lockdown, so I thought I'd ask them some questions about how that's going.
Yes, we have two departments in our school. We have a Danish department and we have an international department. Each have 300 pupils in the primary school. We have 3 separate buildings, so they've utilised every classroom in each building. Each desk is 2 metres apart and 1 child to each desk and 10 children to 1 classroom. They're given an allotted slot to come in and they're only allowed in 1 at a time, where they're passed from teacher to teacher until they get to the classroom. When they get there, they must wash their hands thoroughly before they're seated at their desk. They have to wash their hands frequently throughout the day. Any playtime or break time, they have to stay in their groups of 10. They then have a staggered exit. Seems to be working quite well. From what the pictures that we've seen, because we obviously aren't allowed in school, it's quite military, where they're all spaced apart along the footpath. But they have gone back very happily. A lot of parents said very emotional leaving them, very strange, but the kids are loving it, and the teachers are very happy to have the kids back. We have new pupils starting all the time, and we actually had 2 new primary school students start last Wednesday, which was the first day of our reopening, and a very strange start to a new school. And they were very little. They were reception and year 2, so tiny little ones. The parents are currently on a Zoom coffee morning with their year groups at this moment, to try and include them and make them become a bit of our community virtually.
And so how are you using Classlist at the moment?
Classlist has been very useful for us. We've been able to get the feel of the community and the feel of the parents in school, but we've also set up a coronavirus tips and tricks, but it's also strengthened our community, where people have put up, if you're sick or you need some help, please shout, I'm in this area and we can come and help. Obviously, we're not in our own home countries. We're worried about our families who are abroad. And I think one thing that it has certainly done is strengthen our community.
What's your process for when new pupils join the school, and how are you going to do that differently this year?
When we have a new family starting, the admissions officer actually invites the parents into Classlist, so they're pre-approved as and when they join. And then the parents do join Classlist, and then the parents committee gets notified of the new children starting, and then we contact the parent. We introduce each other and welcome them into the community. Or communications move on to Classlist, to private messages, or through the specific year or class group chats. We also have something called a buddy system, where we match the families to an existing family, and they then become buddies with the new incoming family to help them settle in, answer questions, show them around. Class reps would have like a morning coffee, but now, given the circumstances, it'll be virtual coffees that will be taking place.
We normally have a welcome picnic the day before school starts, where we introduce the new parents to the new families in their year group. We're hoping that will maybe go ahead, because that will be August. If not, then we will obviously do a virtual, probably a Zoom or something, with each year group to introduce those new families. Our biggest one would be our reception group, because they're brand new to the school, and that's 50 students.
Families will be feeling disorientated if it's a new school. It's really great if you can kind of reach out to them early on. That's fantastic.